21 Dreams. Heavy Metal Billie.
Once upon a time, there was a very, very, very old woman. She was called Billie, but she didn't like her name. She was almost 100 years old now and still complaining about her name. People would ask her, "What name would you like to have?" "I don't know," she said. "Something stronger, something cooler, more like the person I want it to be. Anyway, I don't think I'll have an opportunity to change it now. I'm too old. It's too late." So Billie carried on with her everyday life, grumbling away about being somebody different. The only thing that helped distract her from her discontentment was to put on an album by her favorite band, Iron Maiden, and sing along and scream as loud as she could. She wished that one day she could go see Iron Maiden live, but it seemed unlikely. She had never been on an airplane, and she didn't know how to use the internet. Still, Billie couldn't stop thinking about it, and she kept asking around whenever she met young people. "Do you know Iron Maiden? Are they playing anytime soon?" But they didn't know. Most of them were too young to have heard of the band. Finally, walking past a local pub one day, leaning on her cane, Billie saw a poster. It said Iron Maiden was coming to a nearby city. She was thrilled, but then realized she had another problem to solve. How would she get there? She asked the barman, "Do you know about this concert? Will there be a bus I can take?" "Actually," he said, "I'm going myself. Would you like a ride?" Billie was so excited. "I can't believe it! This is actually happening!" Still, she had doubts. She was nearly 100 years old. She was so frail, and she was ashamed of her name. So many fears suddenly came into Billie's mind as she left the safety of her home, and nearly stopped her, but with the encouragement of her new friend, the barman, she set off anyway. When they got to the concert, she started to really feel the beat and to scream as she loved to do in her living room. She lost herself in the music. She was dancing so wildly that people started to look at her. They were surprised to see an old, frail woman with long white hair headbanging. At first, they were afraid she might fall and something might happen to her. But then, they saw her elation, and it was infectious. The barman dancing next to her, amazed at her energy, started chanting, "Billie! Billie!" And soon the rest of the audience was shouting her name too. Iron Maiden was up there giving their all on stage, but the audience weren't paying them any attention. Instead, everyone had made a circle around this woman with the wild white hair. The crowd lifted her up, and Billie was sent flying by their hands right onto the stage. The band interrupted their song and asked, "Who are you?" And she said, "I'm Billie." Seeing how the audience loved her, Iron Maiden decided to incorporate her name into the next number. And as she danced, up there on the stage with the crowd chanting her name and the band singing it, Billie realized that she didn't need a new one. She was already strong. She was already cool. And so was her name.